I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank Fred Miller for all the great things they do, all their sponsors. I know that's a lot to put this together. I got to thank Mark Alexander. He called me about a month ago, and NASCAR racing off-season is really not much of an off-season anymore, but it's great to get back up, back to home here. I think me and Mark met about 15 years ago. He actually was a racer, bought his first race car from me. I'll give you a little background on myself. I was born and raised here. My father was in a construction company, construction business for about a little over 35 years now. Started competitive ski racing at the age of 5. Started racing three-wheelers when I was 7. After that, got into motorcycle racing, was racing dirt bikes, and eventually got into stock car racing when I was 15. So been in the sport close to 17 years now. This will be my 9th year in NASCAR this coming season, so really excited about what I was able to accomplish in that, and hopefully can continue with it. But they've just asked me to kind of give you a little bit of my views on things and what I've learned growing up here in Wausau and now living down in North Carolina. I grew up here right after high school. Didn't really have the option to go on to school. Went to work for my father. Learned a lot of different trades from him, whether it be carpentry, diesel mechanic, hydraulics mechanic, welding. I learned from all my dad's guys. To come find out, most of these guys were technical school graduates from either a tech school here in Wausau or from other areas. And I really had to go about it the hard way. I had to learn all my trades through other people instead of going right to teachers that would sit down, and it was a lot easier to learn from them than guys that really weren't teachers. They kind of showed me the ways to do it that they learned. And I've been applying that my whole life. Had one dream. I always wanted to race stock cars. Got lucky enough I was able to do that. Moved to North Carolina, but everything always based off of the things I learned my last year in high school and then 2 years out of it working for my father, whether it was basic mechanic skills or just general things I learned in life beyond that. So things that were really important to me, I always revolve back to that. I look at the things that different companies I've worked for through the years do, and there's people that have gone through apprenticeships, they were just working on brake systems, suspension systems on our cars. They are now running companies in NASCAR. They are the general managers, the people that are watching over 300 or 400 employees that are normally employed in the NASCAR team. And I'm kind of starting to branch out a little bit into that now, too. My brother's race team, I have a big involvement with that. We run the ASA series, learning a lot of the ins and outs of that. Also, have just recently bought State Park Speedway, so I'm going into the ownership side of a racetrack too. But it all bases back to those few years that I learned all those things working for my father and learning from really talented people that went on to higher education and really learned a lot of great skills from that. So it's exciting to see everybody here. I hope you really sit down and look at all these different things that people have to offer. There are a lot of great programs out there. A lot of programs, when I was growing up, weren't available. And I think you'll find one that suits your needs. You can shoot for that goal, and there will always be higher goals, but you have to have that original thought and that original dream. And, hopefully it'll all help you out in the future. And I want to thank everybody again for having me here. I know this is a big event. They said it's been getting a lot bigger every year. And hope to see you all out at the racetrack soon. We've got a lot of exciting things planned for out there. And if anybody's got any questions, I'll be around for quite a while afterwards and hopefully can help you with anything. Thank you.
Woo!